Hello, welcome to Make Sense Mondays, where we talk about some of the biggest questions I get from employees and employers in the insurance business. Today, we're going to talk about EOBs, also known as explanation of benefits. This is the note you get from your insurance company that explains what happened at a service, at a doctor's appointment, at a hospital, say whatever you might have gotten. This is not a bill. This is what you get that should break down what was charged and what you owe. You want to wait for this, especially on some of those the bigger expenses, to make sure you get your EOB, so you make sure that that doctor, that hospital is charging you correctly. So let's break down what's on an EOB. So right up front on an EOB, you're going to get your provider and service details. So it's going to start with the data service. This is the most important thing. If you have a lot of claims and a lot of EOBs, organize them by the data service. You're going to have listed the provider, the name of the doctor, the name of the hospital, whatever it may be. You'll have a little bit more information on what exactly the services that were provided. Then you'll get the amount billed. This is just the total cost that the provider, the doctor, the pharmacy is billing for this service. That's the amount billed. Then you'll get to the allowed amount. The allowed amount, also known as the discounted rate, also known as the contracted rate. This is the contractual number that your provider has agreed to accept as payment in full from the insurance company. So you got the total amount billed and you got the allowed amount. Allowed amount is always going to be lower than that amount billed. So that's your discounted rate for being being a member of that particular insurance company. Then you get your insurance payment. So this is how much the insurance company has paid towards your claim. All right, so they paid a portion of it. Usually it's some portion of that, unless you haven't met your deductible. Sometimes if it says zero, it's because you haven't met your deductible, or it might be because it's been denied. So then you'll get, that's what it talks about, what the insurance company paid. Then you get to the most important part. What is the patient responsibility? This is how much you owe. A lot of times this is a copay, a flat 20, a flat $30 amount copay. Other times it's co-insurance. We'll get to that in another Make Sense Mondays. But a co-insurance is your portion of the payment. It can be a percentage of the billed amount. This is how much you owe. You shouldn't be paying providers any more than this patient responsibility amount. And then lastly, you'll get to the notes and adjustments. This is where it tells you why something was declined, what more information they need. This is an especially important portion of the EOB for those of you that don't buy what they're trying to get you to pay. You think you should pay a lot less. A lot of times you see little notes and numbers up there. You want to go down to the bottom of that EOB and read exactly what it is that they're trying to tell you. Most of the time, you're going to see these denials are simply a matter of the provider or the insurance company needing more information. Maybe they didn't get a pre-approval. Maybe they didn't get legible notes from the provider and they can't approve this particular claim. So that's an EOB. Really just a quick little note saying, hey, here's what was billed, here's what we paid, here's what you might still owe. All right, there's your EOB. See you next time.